closer to the lamp so you might be able to see me better. But let's talk. I've been watching cat videos a lot lately, so that's why all my videos have been relating to cats. But yeah, let's talk about kitty cats. Again, mostly their weight, because I know fat cats might seem funny, but it's really no fun for the cat. Because just like with a human, an obese cat has a whole host of can have a whole host of health issues, and cats especially are more athletic. Like, the average cat is a hell of a lot more athletic than the average human, and they need to be able to reach all over them because they clean themselves, right? So they're used to being very agile and able to move around really easily. And the thing is that unlike a human, a cat can't really make decisions about what they eat as easily, because in the wild, the reason why you're like, well, whatever, like, shouldn't they be able to? Because the thing is that in the wild, there's a lot of effort involved to get even a small meal. So, and besides, they need to be at a certain fitness level to get food. So if they do get too fat, then they'll lose the weight until they can get more food. So it just doesn't really happen in the wild, whereas in domestication, they don't have to exercise. And if the owner doesn't moderate their food intake, they can easily eat themselves to death, because the whole goal of wild animals, their whole thing is, I must mate and I must eat. So a cat still has that, unless the mating one less so if they've been spayed or neutered, but the eating thing is still there. So, food, I must eat. And it's less dictated by hunger and more dictated by it's available. So if you make food available all the time, and a lot of it available, the cat's just going to keep on eating itself to death. I meant eating, and that I kind of mixed up saying eating and eating itself to death. But not all cats, of course. We've had 2 cats. We got them within a year of each other, Winnie and Bear. And Bear's always been, he's a little chubby, not too bad. He's still within a healthy cat range, but he does have a little bit of a belly. But he still can move around, no problem, and he's perfectly happy and healthy. But our other cat, Winnie, had problems with obesity, and he's actually sleeping right here. I am debating on bringing him over for the video, but he's sleeping, so I don't know if I should. Here, you know what? I can just move the camera so you can see him. But you can see him here. He's a sleepy kitty. But yeah, he's going on 14 years old, or 15. When we got him, what's that? Okay. When we got him, the shelter said he's 4 or 5 years old. Oh, he woke up. I'm sorry, baby. Oh, hey, Winnie. Oh, hey, Winnie. You want to say hi to the camera? Huh? Hey. He's a nice boy. You a nice Winnie. Yeah, he's a nice boy. But as you can see, he's still got himself a bit of a belly, but he's lost a lot of weight, actually, which is saying something when you see how big his little belly here is. But he's got some loose skin now, which is okay. But yeah, so this little guy, now he's a senior cat, because like I said, he's going on 14, 15. So we've had him for 10 years almost. And he'll be, we will have had him for 10 years this November. So he's the chillest cat ever, usually. But yeah, so it's just proof that your cat, it's not too late for your cat to get to healthy weight, because the thing is that you may have noticed from my backgrounds in my video if you've been following my videos, but a year ago I had to move back in with my parents, and I'm finally going to be moving out in a month, October 1st. But in that time, I have managed to make this guy go from being obese, and I mean obese to the point where he couldn't sit like a normal cat. He actually had to sit with his legs out. I mean, he still has issues cleaning himself, reaching everywhere, but mostly because he lost flexibility when he was so fat, because he wasn't doing stretching every day the way cats normally do when they're doing their grooming. So he actually lost a lot of flexibility from that, but that's okay. We make sure to groom him regularly. If we don't brush him enough, then we usually just give him a bath, and he's actually pretty good when it comes to water, unlike most cats. But yeah, so we've managed to get him, since he's actually we always thought he was just, you know, a really like chill, lazy cat. But since I've been here, I've decreased the amount of food he has access to. Okay, because my parents were using a giant salad bowl to put his food in there, and I switched that to a dessert plate. And I try to put a rule that you only feed him in the morning, but there have been some breaking of that rule. But he still managed to lose weight, so that's good. And also I've been playing with him. Nobody had been playing with him before, and he's been more lively in like the last 6 months, which is when he really started to lose weight. Cause you know, at first he was just getting thin enough so that he could actually get up on the couch by himself, and then eventually he was getting thin enough that he could actually run and play. And the more weight he's lost, the more lively he's gotten, and the more often he wants to play. So he's been more lively in the past 6 months than he has in the past 6 years, because his weight issues have been a problem for a while, hence why he's gotten so inflexible to the point where he can't groom properly. Oh, do you not want to lie on your back? I can understand that. Here you go. He's a nice boy. He's a nice boy. But yeah, so if you love your cat, don't overfeed them. That's just no good for them. They'll be so much happier, because they might enjoy eating, but I promise you that they will be so much happier if you make sure that they don't overeat, and that you make sure that you play with them so that they get plenty of exercise. And it's also good for their mind too, because they'll get depressed and everything else because the thing is that they end up eating because they're bored. So if they're not having anything to entertain them and they have nothing to gain pleasure, then they're going to get the only thing they can gain pleasure for, which is eating. So if you just have food out all the time and you never play with them, then they're going to get really fat. Okay, yeah, you done, Snuggles, you go back to sleep. Okay, so they're gonna get really fat, and so the best way to fix that is have less food available and play with them and have toys and whatever. Like, what I would do is, in case we were like really busy or something, we would have like little toy mice hanging out off a fishing line, which you can get like at Walmart for like $1 for like, I don't know, like 50 yards of it, and it's awesome. Anyways, so I just had that hanging from places, so that if they start to bat it a little bit, it starts to move a little bit on their own, because if they bat it and then gravity brings it back or whatever, and they freaking love it. And he's always playing. He didn't used to play at all. Like, it was hard to get him to start playing. It was mostly with our other cat I was playing, and eventually he started warming up to it as he started losing weight. But now he plays by himself with just the string I have hanging there. And sometimes I'll hear him like gallop, like running down the hallway after little toy mice that I just have hanging around. And he's just such a happier cat than he was before. And he's still a super chill, like, I don't give a fuck cat that he always was. But now he's happier and he's healthier too, which means he'll live longer. So we're going to have him around for longer. Our happy, chill, cute, awesome cat is going to be in our lives for a hell of a lot longer. Which is good, because, I mean, he is getting old, so, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching.